All right, folks, welcome back to the second half. Again, Elsinore High School is out to a 9-0 lead over the Lancers. So, Coach, tell me what have you kind of seen so far? What's been your impression of the first half game so far?
A lot of what we expected, to be completely honest. We knew Elsinore was going to possess the ball, and we knew it was going to come down to Lakeside's defense making some stops, and can Lakeside's offense move the ball? And unfortunately, the defense has been holding up their end of the bargain, but offensively we've kind of shot ourselves in the foot. Some negative plays, and then a big run by Adrian Burt negated by a penalty on himself for unnecessarily leaving his feet, and that really sapped some momentum and negatively impacted the best drive that Lakeside had going up to that point.
Yeah, so the Lancers deferred the kickoff to the second half, and now they're going to get the ball to start the second half. Now we're basically they're a score away from getting back into this game. What do they need to do differently that you see in terms of having the opportunity to get the ball down into the end zone?
I don't really know if it's do something differently. Just it's all about execution at this point in time. You know, we're not going to become a different team all of a sudden. We've got to execute better.
RJ Picari takes the kickoff, gets around the outside, takes it to the 40-yard line, spins around, takes it back the other direction, stiff arms, and then is hauled down about the 34-yard line. RJ Picari on the kickoff return, tackle down at the 35-yard line. First and 10 Lancers.
Lost himself about 7 yards of field position right there just by running backwards. Again, you appreciate the kids working hard trying to make plays, but you got to understand that every yard you go backwards gives your offense 1 yard further to go.
All right, so Lancers have the ball, second down and 8. Correction, second down and 7. I can't help you right now. I'm watching.
There's a good
Adrian Burt takes the ball to the 47-yard line.
That's something that we haven't really seen a whole lot this year, is Adrian catching the ball out of the backfield, but that's something that they're going to need to do. They're going to have to be able to get him the ball in space, because our offensive line has created some holes for him in some instances, and other instances he's found the sledding really, really tough.
Exactly. So big first down there for the Lancers. Adrian Burt takes the ball to the left side again. Runs through a tackle down to the 35-yard line. Adrian Burt, the ball carrier, tackle down to the 35-yard line. First and 10 Lancers.
Well blocked up front. So that one was most definitely well blocked up front by those boys.
Yeah, the card's got to go all the way over there, because that's the only power that we got to get. So, yeah, you got to bring it all the way down there. Okay. Dylan Baumhoff.
Seemed like Elsinore had that one dialed up. They were bringing pressure off the edge, almost expecting the quarterback counter there after running Adrian a couple of times.
Dylan Baumhoff stopped in the backfield. Loss of about 3 yards on the play. Second down and 13. Adrian Bird takes a handoff, spins around to tackle, gets out to the 37-yard line. Adrian Bird, the ball carrier, tackled at the 37. Gain of about 2 yards, 3rd down and 11. Again, this concept of getting negative plays really puts them in a tough situation.
Absolutely.
Dylan Bumhoff back to pass, throws it out the left side. It's incomplete, not out of bounds.
Dylan wasn't quite sure what he was doing there. His feet were a little jumpy. I think maybe there was a miscommunication between he and Brandon there on the edge. The officials are talking about something. It looks like, is there a penalty flag on the play, or are they just... Now there is. And I'm not sure...
There is a penalty flag on the play. Looks like it's going to go against the Lancers. Intentional grounding.
Yeah. So that's going to be a loss. I think they're saying that because he was still in the pocket. Yeah, it definitely was a miscommunication on the route. There's no two ways about that.
Ball is at the 47-yard line. 4th down for the Lancers. The Lancers punt the ball inside the 30-yard line. The ball will be placed at the the 28-yard line. 1st and 10. 1st and 10 Tigers. All right, so again, Coach, we looked like it was going to be a positive drive for the Lancers, taking the ball into Tiger territory. And then you have a couple negative plays there, a penalty, and then all of a sudden you're kind of out of any possibility of getting any points on that drive.
Yeah, there are some teams that can afford to move backwards on occasion because they've got the ability to do different things, move the ball in bigger chunks. Unless Adrian breaks off a big run, Lakeside just doesn't have that ability to get large chunks regularly. They will on occasion, but not regularly.
Handoff goes to Chris Salguero.
It's a good job by Uridia coming up to fill that hole. You had good work done down there by the corner, Kevin Young, forcing him back inside, and Uridia coming up from the safety spot to clean the play up.
Chris Salguero on the carry. Gain of about 3 yards. 4 yards, 2nd down and 6. Number 4, Manny Vasquez, the ball carrier.
Looks like a 1st down for Elsinore.
Gain is good enough for a Tiger 1st down.
Yeah, Nelson, they're there. Shayna Hudson, 08. We have an 08 girl.
All the way out to the car, drove all the way down here.
She doesn't want to go out there. I'll fix it for you.
Yeah.
You want to send it to you? What do you want me to do?
I'll just read it. Tigers handoff goes to number 21, Chris Salguero. Chris Salguero, the ball carrier, tackled at the 44-yard line, 43-yard line. Gain of about 4 yards on the play. When there's a next time out, I'll read it off.
Okay. Can I send it to you?
Sure.
That would be easier?
Yeah.
Okay. What's your number, Rich?
You can send it to me, Ashley. I know I have your
Okay.
number.
And I already sent you one, but this is the adjusted one.
Oh, I didn't even know.
Handoff goes to number 8, Isaiah Hudson. Isaiah Hobson on the carry. Ball is spotted at the 48-yard line, brings up 3rd down and 1. Penalty flag in the play.
This is one of the things that's been helping Lakeside tonight is Elsinore keeps making some pretty costly penalties, false starts and procedure penalties that are really helping Lakeside out.
With the penalty, brings up 3rd down and 6. Right, so here's another situation, Coach. 3rd down and long. The opportunity for the Lancers to make a stand here, get the ball back, and keep themselves in this football game.
Absolutely. Pass.
And that's an overthrow.
That's one of the things that if you can force Elsinore to throw the football, it is absolutely not comfortable for them. And we've seen 2 sure touchdowns missed, not dropped, but missed because of overthrows by the quarterback because they're just not used to doing that. That's not something that they do. Because there wasn't a defensive back within 20 yards of the Elsinore receiver.
Tim Jekyll's pass is incomplete, brings up 4th down for the Lancers. All right, Lancers got the ball at the 35-yard line, 1st and 10. All right, so again, an opportunity. Yeah, bring it up.
Yeah, defense, that's what, the 4th or 5th stop?
Your touch, please, ladies and gentlemen. Joining the cheerleading squad tonight
Positive things.
are former Lancers, Shayna Hudson from 2008, Elda Alvarez from 2009, Lindsay Dahl 2009, Kayla Ham 2009,
there again, another negative play. So
Kayla Lady 2010,
that wasn't a bad snap, it was just mishandled.
Mariah Coward 2010,
Center's fault. That ball's got to be fielded cleanly.
Kayla Razor 2010,
Those are things, again, that Lakeside really can't.
Roxy Razor 2014, Christina Tway 2015, Kylie Fisher 2015, Daniel Ramirez 2015,
Elsinore with the 1st and 10 at the
Fernanda Briseño 2017, Vanessa Yoma 2017, and Anna Aguilar 2017. Congratulations, ladies. Thank you for coming back.
So 1st and goal now here, and again, this is one of those things that Lakeside's defense has been on the field for a long time.
And up goes to Chris Salguero, takes it inside the 5-yard line. Chris Salguero, the ball carrier. Ball is placed about the 6-yard line.
I found out at halftime who 35 for Lakeside is. That's Cameron Johnson. He just regained his eligibility. That's why he doesn't have a name on the back of his shirt and he's not listed on the program. Is because this is his first game for Lakeside this year.
Hand up goes to Chris Salguero. And he's in for the touchdown. Touchdown Tigers. All right, Coach, just what we were fearing. The idea that now the Tigers have jumped out to a pretty significant lead here in the second half. coming back is going to get a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, again, with a sophomore quarterback and a team that's predicated on running the football, Elsinore has shown the not unwillingness, but the lack of respect for the Temescal Canyon. Goodness gracious, the Lakeside passing attack.
Point after touchdown is good with 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Elsinore High School 16, your Lakeside Lancers 0. So again, the Lancers are 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions away from getting back into this game.
I think one touchdown makes it interesting, even if it's just a touchdown and an extra point. It makes it interesting because again, Elsinore has had one big play and then a very, very short field. So Lakeside's shown the ability to stop Elsinore. But the offense is doing the defense zero favors right now.
Paul Brandon takes the kickoff out to the 20-yard line and is tackled close to the 25-yard line. Paul Brandon takes the kickoff return to the 25-yard line, 1st and 10 Lancers.
It's the number 1 rule of special teams. You do not go backwards to field the ball, especially on kickoff team. If you're not the last guy in line, there's always somebody behind you.
Exactly.
I guarantee the coaching staff would rather have Uridia with the ball in his hands than Brandon.
Penalty flag on the play.
Looks like we might get a 1st and 5 situation here. I think Elsinore may have too many men on the field.
Penalty flag is against the Tigers.
All the Elsinore players are looking around counting. Boys, the officials already did that for you. That's why they threw the flag.
Too many men on the field. 5-yard penalty. 1st down and 5. Handoff goes to Adrian Burt. Tackled shy of the line of scrimmage. Adrian Burt, the ball carrier, no gain on the play. 2nd down and 5. What's kind of been your read on Adrian tonight? Does he look like 100%, or he's he?
Oh yeah, he looks fine. I mean, if he wasn't 100%, he wouldn't be trying to jump over guys that are standing straight up. The one thing about Adrian though is he's gonna keep on fighting and he's gonna keep on working. That's never gonna stop.
Dylan Baumhut pass complete to Adrian Burt.
Looks like they're gonna mark it.
Gain is good enough for a Lancer 1st down.
That's all. That's a second effort there by Adrian reaching out for that ball because he got hit right as he threw it. Yeah. Adrian breaking tackles again.
Adrian Burt, again, right up the middle. Adrian Burt, the ball carrier, tackled at the 39-yard line. Gain of 6 yards.
You have got to bring your entire body to tackle that kid. You cannot make arm tackles on Adrian Burt. He will run right through them. He is a big, strong, low center of gravity kid.
2nd down and 4.
who's in at quarterback now. That's Dakota Pope, a freshman.
Dakota Pope sacked in the backfield. Loss of 9 yards on the play. Third down and 13.
Lakeside down now to their third quarterback. Not of the evening, but if you would have looked at the depth chart at the beginning of the year, this kid, Dakota, that's in there now, wouldn't have even been on the depth chart.
Dakota Pope's pass intended for R.J. Puchetti is incomplete. Fourth down.
I will say this, Dakota looked, standing in the pocket there, he actually stood there. You know, the play before that, Elsinore brought 8 guys. You're not going to have enough to block 8.
Yeah, and that was a pretty good throw down the middle. I mean, R.J. was just a little late on the break.
Gave his receiver a chance. I mean, it was underthrown for sure, but he kept it in the field of play and gave his receiver a chance. That's a great job by Macedo to field that ball.
Lancer punt goes out to the 44-yard line. First and 10 Tigers.
I don't even see Baumhoff on the sideline right now. I'm looking for him on the sideline, and I don't see him. He's not at the trainer's table. Oh, there he is. I see him now. He's got his helmet on. He's just kind of standing off to the side. You know, it could be that he's a little more banged up than we initially thought. And not that Coach Chandler has conceded the game by any stretch, but like we talked about at the beginning, Lakeside needs one out of these final 2 to give themselves a shot.
Number 44, Logan Nicasio, taken down in the backfield.
That was a good job by McGuire, Cole, and making sure that he stayed home, tackled the dive there on the little option.
Brings up second down and 10.
Cameron Johnson getting upfield again, causing all sorts of problems. Tell you what, that kid's brought a different dimension that Lakeside's not had all year. He is quick off the ball.
Tigers taken down at the 36-yard line. Ball be placed actually at the 40-yard line. Loss of about 5 yards on the play. Third down and 15.
Now this would not surprise me to see Elsinore run the ball, especially with the 2-score lead when you're coming up on the fourth quarter here. They are back to pass, but
Jackal takes the ball out to the 47-yard line, thrown backward.
and again, you'll take that if you're Lakeside. The defense, I tell you what, this may be the best defensive game they've played all year. And I know I haven't seen them all, but they're holding up incredibly well against a game plan and an offense that you don't really see much.
Tim Jackal
teams that do
tackled at the 47-yard line. Fourth down. The end of the third quarter. Elsinore High School 16, your Lakeside Lancers 0.
Sometimes a triple
option.
Sometimes a split.
Yeah.
Bigger offense.
Yeah. Yep.
Right not long afterwards, when my dad was coaching again as offensive coordinator, they went to a double wing. So they passed their all over too.
Really?
Because they had a good quarterback. And that's still.
It's funny to see the evolution of football, high school football, college football, football in general, and you've got Elsinore still running the double wing, the wing tee for 2+ decades now.
So the Lancers are going to get the football back to start the fourth quarter. They're really only 2 touchdowns down and a couple 2-point conversions, but the muff on the punt, ball is recovered by RJ Pukere.
All right, let's see who runs
Muff
out
punt
there.
is recovered by RJ Pukere.
Looks like the freshman's still going out there, Dakota Pope.
Ball is spotted at the 27-yard line. 1st and 10 Lancers.
I thought when he dropped, like, he picked the back up and went out.
That's I thought it was the same way. You didn't protect me like that. There you go. There's a nice, easy toss there.
Dakota Pope's pass complete to Gilberto Alvarez.
Completion. It's a good job by Isaiah Uridia out there on the edge, blocking for his receiver mate out there, Vasquez. Or Alvarez. I keep calling him Vasquez. I have no idea why.
Gain of about 7 yards, Coach. That's kind of the missing element that the Lancers have had so far.
To even have the threat of a pass is something that, and there goes another. That's a great job by Uridia again. Brandon on the reception there. Those are just quick little slip screens and bubble screens. Get the ball out to guys on the edge where you have a numbers advantage and go for it. You see
Dakota Pope's pass complete to Paul Brennan.
Adrian Burt goes sprinting out of the backfield to go find somebody to block.
Ball is spotted at the 48-yard line of the Tigers. 1st and 10 Lancers. Adrian Bird, the ball carrier, takes it out to the 44-yard line. Gain of 4 yards on the play. 2nd down and 6.
You will take that. If you're Coach Chandler right now, you'll take that. 4 yards, 3 times in a row gets you a 1st down and a new set to keep going.
Yeah, what's up?
Tuck that ball away, kiddo.
Dakota Pope, the ball carrier, down to the 29-yard line.
There's a miscommunication there.
1st and 10 Lancers.
Trying to run a slip screen again out there to Brandon, and he
what was that?
he didn't get
Sorry.
that. But Pope realized it, and rather than throw it, he tucked that sucker and
You got it.
ran upfield to get a 1st down.
Okay. Thank you. All right, so the Lancers are moving the ball pretty effectively here in the fourth quarter. Dakota Pope throws it out there to RJ Pukari, who takes the ball, tries to make some space out there, stretching it out.
RJ is fast, and I think he is consistently looking for an edge and an angle. But when you're starting from a standstill, you're definitely giving the defense a leg up on you.
Dakota Pope's pass complete to RJ Pukere for a loss of 3 yards on the play. 2nd down and 13.
Got to get positive yardage here to try and make something out of this.
Adrian Bird takes it right up the middle.
So this is a little bit more manageable, and you got to figure this is 2-down territory. Looks like they got about 7 to go, and you gotta call it that way.
Adrian Bird, the ball carrier, gain of about 6 yards on the play. 3rd down and 7. Looks like delay a game.
Talk it over a little bit. No, Elsinore called the
Okay,
timeout.
timeout.
They want to talk this over a bit.
Timeout. Timeout, Tigers. So it looks like the freshman has come into the game, Dakota Pope, and he's kind of giving the offense a little bit of a lift, giving them that threat that you've been talking about, getting the ball down the field.
I will say this, in Baumhoff's defense, where were those plays in the first half? Those plays weren't called in the first half. And, you know, although he has had a couple of those picked off in return for touchdowns this year, you know, those plays just weren't called in the first half. And you know, Dylan's an athlete, but he's you know, shown a little bit of nervousness back there when he's been asked to throw the football. And this young kid's come in and, you know, figure I got nothing to lose. No one's really expecting me to do well because I'm a freshman. I'm just going to wing it and see what happens.
Dakota Pope goes back to pass, throws it down the sideline, and he's going to be a touchdown, Lakeside Lancers!
Tell you what, that wasn't a freshman play right there. He pump faked one direction and came back the other direction and hit RJ Bukiri in stride, and he took a shot when he threw it.
I mean, the kid has been impressive. I mean, that was a great drive for the Lancers when they needed it the most to kind of save their season a little bit, and now they got some life.
Yeah, we will see what happens here. Lancers got to go for two. Still a lot of game left. They get this. This is going to get interesting.
All right, so the Lancers are going to go for two. Adrian Burt gets a handoff.
And he got it. He's in there.
Adrian Burt in for the 2-point conversion. With 8 minutes and 24 seconds remaining, Elsinore High School 16, your Lakeside Lancers 8.
It's a big deal for these boys down here. There's signs of life. Now, how's Elsinore going to respond? Does this give Lakeside's defense more energy? One of the things that you worry about a little bit is once your emotions start to take over, can you make sure that you maintain your responsibilities? Because you love the energy that's going on down there on the Lakeside sideline. You got to make sure that you maintain your focus, take care of your responsibilities, and let's see how Elsinore responds. They're not used to being in a game with Lakeside.
Yeah, it's getting very interesting. And like I said, the freshman came in and he engineered a pretty impressive drive. Like you mentioned, took that big hit, delivering the football to RJ Bukiri, who was wide open, just waltzed into the end zone, and now we got a ball game. I mean, if nothing else, Coach, I mean, for the kid to come in and play like that, kind of shows you what we can expect, a brighter future for our Lakeside Lancer football team.
Absolutely.
All right, Andres Banda takes the kickoff and drills it right through the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
Tell you what, that's a nice weapon to have. Anytime you kick a ball and it's a touchback on every kickoff, that's a nice, no time off the clock, and the other team's got to go 80 yards.
Andres Banda's kick goes into the end zone. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line for the Tigers. All right, so the Tigers have the ball at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10.
The interior of the line is playing much better in the second half than they did, in the first half. Seem to sort of begin to understand what Elsinore is trying to do, playing a lot better in the interior line.
Number 4, Manny Vasquez takes the ball for a 3-yard gain. 2nd down and 7. Handoff goes to Chris Salcedo. Crosses the 25-yard line, gets to about the 27. Chris Salcedo, the ball carrier.
Seems like
Gain of about 4 yards. Third down and 3.
Play. Elsinore's trying to go fast to prevent Lakeside from substituting. Oh, and they stopped him. Wow, that's a great job. I tell you what.
Chris Salcedo, the ball carrier, pushed back by the
all
defense.
Sorts of problems. He is getting a ton of penetration on defense right now, and that is really causing Elsinore fits. What a great addition he's been so far.
Loss of about a yard of the play, brings up 4th down.
Decent field position here. Elsinore got a punt from inside their own 20s. Punter's almost standing on his 10.
Tigers punt goes to the 33-yard line, 1st and 10, Lancers. All right, so about 6 minutes and 44 seconds left in the game. Lancers with the ball with an opportunity to get a touchdown and get within a 2-point conversion of tying the game.
We'll see what happens. If Lakeside gets a couple of first downs and then starts to have issues, I imagine it'll be 4-down territory. But if they get stopped 3 and out, I bet they punt and let their defense try and get them another stop. They've been doing it all night, so we'll see what happens here.
Handoff goes to Adrian Bird, who takes it up the middle, up to the 38-yard line. Adrian Bird, the ball carrier, tackled at the 38-yard line. Gain of 5 yards in the play. 2nd down and 5.
Tell you what, it looks to me like Elsinore's D-line is starting to wear out a little bit because there are holes now that didn't exist earlier, and we're getting a little bit of movement up front that didn't happen earlier in the game as well.
Again, that threat of the downfield throw is kind of opening up some passing lanes and some running lanes for Lakeside. RJ Puchetti takes the ball out to the left side. Goes to the 50-yard line. R.J. Puchetti takes the
play that worked out okay.
Dakota Pope's pass out to the 50-yard line.
To be a screen to this side of the field.
Ball is spotted at the 49 of the Lancers.
And
1st and 10.
R.J. completely reversed field and went the exact opposite direction. Picked up a good block by his left tackle out there, Wyatt Steele, to spring him, because otherwise that could have been ugly. That's a great, turn to an athletic play by RJ.
So you talk about a defining moment here for this football program. If they can engineer a drive here and get this game tied up, I mean, those are huge steps for this football program.
Absolutely. Against a school in your own city that you've never even really been competitive with.
Handoff goes to Adrian Bird, who bests the tackle. Takes it to the 45-yard line. Ball be spotted at the 46. Adrian Bird, the ball carrier, tackled at the 46-yard line. Gain of 5 yards on the play. 2nd down and 5.
Elsinore's trying to figure out what to do. Their linebackers are starting to creep up a little bit. Not quite sure anymore.
Adrian Bird takes a handout to the left side, breaks the tackle, spins around, down to the 10-yard line, and he's there for the touchdown! Touchdown, Lakeside!
that was a great play, and now we got another big 2-point conversion right here. And even if this is unsuccessful, the way that Lakeside is playing right now defensively, you gotta like their chances getting a stop again. So here comes a big 2-point conversion here.
Handoff goes to Adrian Burt. He's going to try to stretch it out, and he's in! 2-point conversion is good!
We got a tie ball game. We have got a tie ball game right now.
With 4 minutes and 54 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter, Elsinore High School 16, your Lakeside Lancers 16! Wow, you talk about grit, Coach.
Yeah.
You talk about grit. I mean, this team was in the dumps going into the fourth quarter, and they have completely turned it around.
Absolutely, absolutely. You know, it's been sparked by a freshman, but then again, like we've talked about with Adrian Burt all year long, he's been the bell cow, and that is exactly, you know, he was 1 yard and 2 yards and 3 yards in the first half. And those 1 and 2 and 3 yard gains have turned into 4 and 5 and 6 yard gains, and there he breaks a 50-yard touchdown run. And this can't be discounted either, but Chris Seguero, who's been running the football all night for Elsinore, is still hobbling off the field after that 2-point conversion. So now Elsinore has to figure out who they're giving the football to.
I mean, credit to the defense to give the offense an opportunity to get back into this game, and they figured some stuff out. And you can see Elsinore is reeling at this point. Again, Andres Banda's kick goes sailing through the end zone. Andres Banda kickoff goes through the end zone.
Firework go off.
First and 10 Tigers from the 20-yard line.
Yeah. Come on, guys. We got a fire burning on the mountains behind us. We don't need one on the field across from us. All right, so let's see if Lakeside's defense can hold up. Again, they've been doing it the entire second half.
Yeah, I mean, and really all night. I mean,
yeah,
like you said,
true.
Except for the exception of a couple big plays that Elsinore's hit.
And a short field that Lakeside gifted to them.
Okay, handoff goes to the outside, and there's nothing there.
That's Ramirez again. That's a great job by him coming up from his safety spot.
Manny Vasquez, the ball carrier. Gain of 2 yards on the play, second down and 8. All right, so the Tigers are lining up. Second down play. Handoff goes up the middle. Again, Lancer defense is swarming around the football.
You can tell they've been energized, not by their offense finally doing their part. I hate to say that, you know, sounding like that, but the defense has been really carrying the team all year long, and this is a very welcome sight for that defense.
Tyler Putt, the ball carrier, takes the ball up the middle to the 26-yard line, third down and 4. Another huge third down play. Try to stretch it out, but the defense is all over that.
I tell you what, that is a great job by Lakeside, and they're going to get the ball back with all the momentum in the world.
Isaiah Hobson, no gain on the play, brings up fourth down.
Got 3 timeouts. I'm going to get the ball, assuming that there's no offsides and no penalties here. Going to get the ball with about 3 minutes left to play.
Fumble on the snap.
An Elsinore bounce.
But the ball goes out to the 46-yard line. Lancers get the ball at the 46-yard line. 1st and 10, Lancers.
Still got 3 timeouts, 2 minutes and 53 seconds. This is plenty of time for Lakeside. Like you had mentioned earlier there, Rich, this could be a absolutely program-defining win if Lakeside's able to figure out a way to score a touchdown or get 3 and win this game.
All right, so Lancers got the ball, about 3 minutes left in the game. Handoff goes to Adrian Bird, who takes it up the middle. He breaks a tackle, goes to the 40-yard line. Adrian Bird, the ball carrier, out to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10, Lancers.
You can tell Elsinore's players you got defensive tackles with hands on hips. Their one defensive tackle is 1.5 yards off the line of scrimmage.
Again, handoff goes to Adrian Burt. Plowing up the middle.
Falling forward.
Gets about 4 yards on that carry. Adrian Burt, the ball carrier, tackled at the 37-yard line.
Now, obviously, you're playing
3-yard gain.
You're
2nd down and
to get
7.
in the end zone here and leave no doubt. But Andy Banda's got a pretty strong leg there kicking the football.
Oh, fumble on the play. The Tigers recover.
Elsinore's recovered it.
Fumble on the play. Tigers recover.
Hey, there again, Elsinore's still got to do something. They've still got to show that they can move the ball. And they got a long way to go. Fine. I think so. It's been sitting up here. So Elsinore now with the ball, 2 timeouts, 60 yards to go for a touchdown.
All right, so the Lancer defense has got to step up one more time. Chris Salguero takes the hand. Fumbles out.
Lakeside's
got the ball. They're going to go all the way for the touchdown.
There's a flag, and it's going to be holding.
Touchdown, Lakeside Lancers.
This is going to stand. That looks like we're going to get a hold, and Salguero's down again. Sorry, I just got very belligerent into the microphone with excitement. But I think we're going to get a hold and a Lakeside touchdown, because that flag came out as Elsinore was trying to get the edge there, and there was a lot of traffic.
Referees are talking it over. Holding against the Tigers.
It's declined.
Penalty is declined. Touchdown, Lakeside!
We got to have this extra point now. Oh, we still have an injured player working out that they're getting off the field. Not that this is any of our concern right now, but you know who else is real happy with this scoreline? Temescal Canyon High School. Because they see Elsinore next week, and now they also will have an opportunity. That's one of the interesting things about the way that the playoffs are structured now with the divisions based on competitive equity. Because you could potentially see 4 teams from the Sun Belt League get into the playoffs based upon where they based upon the fact that we're all in different divisions. There aren't two teams in the Sun Belt League in the same division.
All right, so again, Coach, this extra
very,
point.
very big extra point, something Lakeside hasn't done tonight. They haven't kicked the ball tonight.
So Andres Banda with a huge point after touchdown. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it is good. Point after touchdown is good with 1 minute 39 seconds remaining in the fourth quarter. Elsinore High School 16, your Lakeside Lancers 23.
So this is going to be something that'll be interesting here because Elsinore is going to have to throw the football now. Something they don't like to do, but you've seen stranger things happen. You know, football is a crazy game. Ball bounces weird ways. And just that strip that happened right there by Kevin Young, he stripped the ball maybe 2 feet from the sideline, and it bounced straight up right back to him, and he picked it up and ran it back for a touchdown.
Incredible, Coach.
Yeah.
This is without a doubt probably the most important situation for this football team in the 12 years of our existence. I mean, this is absolutely a monumental situation.
So this is going to be a big one. We got to make them go 80 yards again.
Okay, so Andres Banda, again, been kicking right through the end zone all night long.
Don't go out of bounds. Yes.
Andres Banda, kickoff goes through the end zone for a touchback. Elsinore High School gets the ball at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10 Tigers.
Coach Chandler giving Andy Banda a big pat on the helmet. Coach Joyce coming over and giving him a big pat on the helmet as well. That's 4 kickoffs and 4 touchbacks tonight. You can't ask for more from your kicker. And a made PAT. This is an interesting thing too.
Manny Vasquez, the ball carrier, tackled at the 28-yard line. Gain of about 8 yards in the play. 2nd down and 2. Timeout. Timeout, Lancers.
Chandler's down there barking at Coach Rayford. Why are you using a timeout right now? But I tell you what, this is not the time where you want to get something wrong. You can't afford to have something wrong right now.
Yep.
And even though it stops the clock for Elsinore, what you don't want to have happen is miscommunication in a high leverage situation like this, and an assignment not get picked up and Elsinore get an easy one.
Exactly. So we talked about playoff implications. We've talked about greatest season ever. We've talked about greatest win ever. This is absolutely huge for the Lancers.
Absolutely.
2nd down and 2.
Absolutely. You got to go find the ball, RJ.
Tim Jekyll's pass is incomplete. 3rd down and 2.
Can you hear the USB speaker?
Don't care about it.
Yeah.
Don't care about it.
Third down and 2 here. A minute left in the game. You know Elsinore's going to go for it on a 4th down. Defensive backs have got to locate the football.
Big hit up the middle. Tigers hold on to the ball. Pass complete out to the 38-yard line. Correction, 37-yard line. 1st and 10 Tigers. About a minute to play in the game. Jackal goes back to pass. Throws it down the field. And it's intercepted! Intercepted!
There's Anthony Ramirez with his 2nd pick of the game, and that's going to do it.
Tigers pass is intercepted. All right, Coach, lining up in victory formation.
Something that Lakeside has yet to see against either of the schools in this city.
We're witnessing history tonight, folks. Lakeside High School with an opportunity to defeat its crosstown rival for the first time. I mean,
And the
this is
countdown has
absolutely
begun from
huge.
the student section.
Final score, Elsinore High School 16, your Lakeside Lancers 23!
And here come the ice buckets for Coach Chandler. There he goes. Elsinore players have got to be dejected a little bit, but I tell you what, this game wasn't lost by Elsinore. It was won by Lakeside. This wasn't a gift. This wasn't mistakes. This was Lakeside coming up in the clutch and winning this game.
You know, so many interesting storylines in this game. I mean, you know, the offense doing next to nothing in the first half, bringing in the
Let's get a picture of that.
bringing in the freshman quarterback, making all those fantastic plays the whole game. You know, Coach, I can't say enough about it. This has just been absolutely unbelievable.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I mean, we were looking at a situation here. We're down 16-0. You thought there is absolutely no way. And this is something, again, you know, a Lakeside team has never taken advantage of plays like that. They've never taken advantage of fortuitous bounces, always found ways to give it back, and this is a corner turn, absolutely. Well, this is potentially a huge corner turn, a giant victory, absolutely without a doubt, but a huge corner turn.
Absolutely. So, Coach, so impressed, so proud, so happy for our Lakeside Lancers. We'll see if this gives them the opportunity to get in the playoffs, but obviously next week's going to be a huge game with the opportunity to punch their ticket to get into the playoffs.
Absolutely. It'll be hard to keep a 7-3 Lakeside team out of it'll be hard to keep a 7-3 Lakeside team out of the playoffs. With the schedule that, I mean, the losses that we have, they're ugly losses as in winning, you know, margin of victory. But they're the number 2 team in Division 2 and the number 7 team in Division 4. I mean, that's something that we don't, you know, you can't sniff at. It's interesting. You got both teams lined up across from each other on the field. I don't know
what this is
going
all
on?
about.
Oh, they're handing over the trophy. Well, nobody knew there was a trophy at Lakeside because
We never won it.
they've never seen one. This is the first time that this is going to happen. That Lakeside is going to possess the trophy. You got to take that and make sure you get this on video, Smith. All right.
I think I kind of missed the touchdown when they ran it back.
Yeah.
Because I just barely saw the strip and the ball bounced up. And I went to turn it and missed it.
All right, so folks, for Rich Smith and for Coach Gilliland, we're going to say goodnight. Again, biggest victory in the history of Lakeside High School, bar none.
Yeah, we got to, I mean, not only is it the biggest victory, but this is the first time Lakeside High School has ever had 6 wins. This is going to be an above 500 football team for the first time in the school's history.
Yeah.
And look at all the kids come pouring out of the stands. Gotta love it.
Fantastic.
It's a great scene down there. A great scene down there.
Fantastic. All right, folks, so again, final score, 23-16. Coach, I'm going to head down the field, get some interviews, and we'll see you guys next week for Lancer football with a chance to get into the playoffs.